Hey there. In this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to add text to a panel, configure a text, and select different fonts, font sizes, borders, backgrounds, and all that kind of stuff. So just an example of what I'm talking about right there, as well as right here, just different fonts, styles, texts. So let's jump to our site builder, and I'm going to click on the Cheetah site builder found at thebestsitebuilder.com. I'm going to click on test demo for what we're working on. I'm actually going to edit this page, page 2. We'll let this load up a second. And we've got a panel with a background image, background video actually. I'm going to edit that. So I'm going to just hit edit element. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to change my video and I'm going to delete it and just give me a nice clean background to work on. Okay. So let me actually delete this panel. Just to refresh your memory, right now I'm starting with an absolutely blank page. There's not a panel or anything. So to construct the website, you have to add a panel. I'm just going to add a blank panel. There it is right there. And I'm going to delete this text. And that's fine. Okay. So I want to add text to a panel. So here's a panel. Now we have to add elements, and text is an element. So I'm going to hit there. I'm going to hit elements, and I'm going to hit add text. And I'm just going to grab the text and bring it over. If you recall from the last video, I was able to pre-configure the text to be used on my website. And I did that by clicking this button right here. And then I was able to configure the fonts and everything. But now this time, let's just double click on the text. And let's just type something. Let's type in a title to be shown on my website. Sorry for my slow typing. That's how I am. And now you can position it anywhere you want, and you can see it's currently on this panel. Just for example purposes, I'm going to add another panel, and I'm going to put it right there. This panel, I'm actually going to change the background settings, and I'm going to make it gray, just so you can see it, right? I'm going to delete that one right there. So now, everything is drag and drop. So anywhere I put it on here is how it will display. Watch, I'll even hit preview right here. I haven't shown that yet. If you want to preview what your site will look like, that's what your site will look like. I'll go back to the editor. If I want to change where the text is, let me just shrink this panel just for example again. I'm just going to bring everything up here. You can see currently it's on this panel. I bring it down and now it shows up on the next panel. So that's it. I mean, it's as simple as drag and drop. Now, if I want to make edits to this text specifically, actually, let me show you something else. Let's just say this was the text that I wanted at the top of my website. I don't know where the center is. It's somewhere around here. And you know what? There are little ruler bars that pop up, but look at, I can click on the box itself, the text box. I can click right here. That centers the element on the page. So you can see examples right now. I click on it. I center the element on the page. Click on it, center, click, center, click, center. So that's a good trick for you. Now, if I want to actually make some changes to the text itself, I click in the box and then I double click and it opens a text editor. This is where I could actually change the pre-formatted. So I could change it between all those. I could actually change the font if I wanted. Which when you change the font, you need to highlight the text. Because you can actually make multiple changes to the fonts in the same box. Let's double click again. I could change the text size. Just like a regular text editor. I could make it bold. I can make it italics. I could underline it. I could do strike throughs, things like that. I can also remove all formatting. I can also change the text color right here. I can do background color of the text, so you can make it kind of pop a little bit better. Let's remove all formatting. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I just removed all formatting, brought it back. I'm going to center it right here. Center it in the box. I'll do it again. Let me click in there. I can also do insert text shadow. And this is where I could choose the shadow color. And I like to start with 1, 1, and 1 and just hit select, and then I can see what it looks like. So again, let me show you that again. Right here, I can do text shadow, and that really makes some text pop. These usually start at 0, so there's no horizontal, vertical, or blur, and the color is usually black. Well, this time I'll go 2, 2, 2, and you'll see it got a lot more dramatic, right? And on this website right here, you can see an example of it. I used white text, but I used a red shadow, right? So let's clear that formatting again. So I can just clear it there, and then I can center it in the box again. And I could also insert icons. So sometimes you want to use a little icon, like a little arrow or something, so you can click insert icon and they all open up. I'm not going to search through them all. I'll just select that one right there. And you can see that it got inserted in the text box. You can also turn text into a link. So you highlight the text that you want to change. So watch. If I want to change that to a link, I can use the little link button right there. And right here is where I put in where it's going to go. I can send it to any web page anywhere on the internet. I can send it to another page of my existing website. I can do pop-ups, anchors, videos, downloads, and all that kind of stuff. Let's click in there again. I don't use some of these. Can insert a smiley. Sorry, I am clicking some of these for the first time. I can format. Let me show you the formatting on here, the justify. I can do left justify. I can center it. I can right justify, or I could left right justify, where it'll fill the box and try to make a square. And that's about it for that. Now, I want to show you some of the different fonts. So if I click on the text itself up here under font, these are all the preloaded fonts. So there are a lot of common fonts. I did upload my own font. So I uploaded the chalkboard font. And I uploaded this font right here. I thought was kind of cool. So that will be in a future video, but you can click up here and you can upload your own font, and it is a very simple process. There's websites on the internet where you can just go get fonts. You download a file of a certain format. I can't remember what the format is right now. Then you just name it and upload it into here, and then it will show up for you everywhere in here, right? Lastly, one last reminder, don't forget the master edit. So all I have to do, I don't even have to click on it. See the H5 setting right there? I just come up here. I can click on H5 and I can make all my changes to that font right here. Also note size on mobile. We have not gotten to mobile optimizing the site yet, but I can click the mobile view right there. And you remember my H5? Watch what happens. I can also edit it in mobile view. So I can just click H5 and here's the mobile font size right here. Okay. There is one last thing I want to show you, and that is the paragraph. There's this line height right here. And line height is basically the amount of space between each line. So that's how you can spread text out like that. Right? So you can make it look, give it certain looks and stuff. So I'd say that is everything you need to know about adding text to a panel. In the next video, actually, I'm going to show you one more thing. So thanks for sticking with me. I'm going to add a box and I'm going to put text on it. So I'm going to grab that box and put text on it. And this is, again, just a refresher, but it's important to know. Anything I put on this box stays with the box. So I could grab this text and put it on the box. I could grab this, put it on the box. I can grab this, put it on the box. And I'll even grab this one and put it on the box. Now watch what happens when I grab the box. The whole box moves around. You can actually make the box transparent so the viewer or the consumer can't see it. And then it's just a good way to keep things organized and move things all at one time if you want. And you remember when I clicked on the text before, there's the little center element. Now it'll center the element on the box. And lastly, if I click on the box, if I click center element, it centers it right on the page. So those are some little tricks. We went 12 minutes and 20 seconds. I thank you for sticking with me. This is thebestsitebuilder.com. In my opinion, the absolute best and easiest to use website builder I've ever used, with the fastest page load times and pretty much the best results I've ever had. Next video, we will be adding a button to a panel. So we will add an element. The element will be a button, and we will configure the button. We will configure the appearance of the button, and we will configure what happens when you click the button. Thanks, take care, and have a great day.